Okay, this next demo will show you how to get started on your beverage label project. Now there are 20 scans available for you in Blackboard. You're welcome to use one of these. If you like, you can find your own online. Just make sure it's a big enough image that it won't pixelate when you zoom in on it. And it also has to have nutritional facts for type formatting. So, say I pick one of these scans and I want to do my beverage label from it. I'm going to take this sun-kissed JPEG and I'm going to drag it right into Illustrator on the dock. Okay. And that's going to embed it into the document. See, it's now titled JPEG. And we want to embed this because then we don't have to keep the original JPEG with us. It'll stay in there. Now I want to change the size here. I'm going to go to my Art Board tool and I'm going to switch it to a horizontal. Then I'll go back to my selection tool. And now I just want to kind of center this in here. It should fit on 11 by 8.5. Okay, next I need my layers. So I'll go Window, Layers. Okay, there's my layer palette. And what I want to do is I want to copy this layer and make a dimmed one. So I will just drag this layer into the new layer icon and I will copy it. Then I'll rename that. We dim it so we can see easier what we're drawing with the pen tool. Now to dim this, I'm going to double click on it. And I'm going to dim image 2 at 50%. So now it's ghosted back and it's easier to do my pen tool work. So now I have my dimmed layer and my undimmed layer. I'll make a new layer above that. And that's where you want to start to draw. On this layer you want to do your background. Okay, and on my background layer, also you want to lock these bottom layers so you don't accidentally draw there. And actually I'm going to keep them unlocked until I drop my background color. So I'm going to draw a rectangle for my background. Lose the fill. And I'll use the eyedropper tool to clone the orange. Okay, now you can see how it's stronger than what we're seeing there. Because even though it is dimmed, if you embed it, it will give it your color at full strength, like this here. Okay, so there's my background. The next step would be to move this, make a new layer above it, hide that one, and then I can start to draw my graphics. The first thing you want to do before you do anything though is save it. So we want to save as, and I'll drop it on my desktop. And just add my name to it. Remember, always save as first, then you can just hit Command S every couple minutes. Okay, so if I was going to start on this next, the next thing I would do, have my background turned off, I would start to draw these graphics. I'll just type in here and then I can turn this off and on to see how it looks. So you want to spend this a 2-week project. You want to spend the first week drawing all your graphics and then the second week concentrating on your nutritional facts, which you'll need to set that and format it. And to do that you will use the character palette as demonstrated. Okay, type like this you would have to draw. You're not going to find a font for that. All the smaller stuff, you just want to find a font that's close to it. Arial, narrow, and bold works real good for nutritional facts. You'd also need to draw this barcode. And when you do a barcode, it's pretty simple. What you do is you just start and draw one of these lines. Actually, let me bring up ruler guides. Just throw a guide here and here. And I would basically just start, make my first path. I'm going to shift click. Okay. And then we can just start to copy these. So I can just Option drag. And then as they get thicker, I would just start to crank up the stroke on it. And then of course you're going to color these blue because that's what they are. There's a nice navy blue. And I'll drag that into the swatch palette. You notice when you embed something, it wipes out all the original colors, so you just create your own colors as you go. Oops. See, now I want to lock these, keep them locked. Just like that.